Hey! I apologize for my absence. No, I did not get deported by ICE. What can I say? I've just been a busy gal. You know, the grind is just non-stop. I am losing my voice a little bit, so just be aware. For those of you who have been here a while, you might recall, if you dig back in the dark crevices of your mind, that Naruto is the only anime I've ever talked about. Personally, I would blame it on the standards I've set after watching Naruto, which, by the way, was the first anime I've ever watched. I know I'm super niche, and look, I understand if you have very strong opinions about Naruto, I'm just gonna back off and let you have them. If you think Naruto's mid and I should be watching other anime, whatever, bro. But anyway, onto the actual video itself. When it comes to anime I've watched and manga I've read, I definitely don't have the most interesting repertoire, partially because I enjoy reading actual books, and even now I don't read a lot, so you know, take that as you will. I do have a few anime that I actually do like. To get the general ones out of the way, pretty much any Studio Ghibli movie. I lied. Anything but The Castle in the Sky. The most entertaining part of that movie is when they say La Puta, but other than that, I could not tell you what that movie was about. And to be honest, Howl's Moving Castle wasn't even that good, but put Christian Bale in anything and I'm like... But anyway, here's a list of anime I actually do like. I like Death Note, but I'll admit, after L died, I kind of stopped watching it. So did I finish it? No, I didn't. Darker Than Black. Straight fire, bro. Oh my gosh, Monster is so good. And then of course we have Naruto. Oh, I thought the list was gonna be longer than that. Now we're gonna move on to the anime I've watched but are just kind of bad. First on the chopping block we have JJK. You have no idea how badly I wanted to like that show, but personally it was confusing as hell. I couldn't keep track with anything. Like, how did the powers work? I don't get it. And I know it's a me problem, because half the people that watch that show are between the ages of 12 and 15. So if they're understanding it and I'm not, maybe that's something I need to reflect on. Next up we have My Hero Macadamia Nut. This show is straight doo-doo, and no one can convince me otherwise. I about lost my shit every time he said, Ohio Smash! What is the creative reasoning of having a character say a bunch of US states' names before throwing a punch?
Hey, it's a different culture.
Well, I honestly couldn't care less. I low-key hate Japan. Maybe it's the Korean in me, but you know what, don't colonize my shit next time. Additionally, that show is so sketchy. I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but it needs to be said. There is something genuinely wrong with you if you take a look at the character design and not find anything wrong with it. Anytime anyone says MHA is their favorite anime, all I hear is,
Hi, my name is Billy, and I think little girls are pretty great.
I'm not targeting anyone, but that's just what you sound like. And I get that it had a younger audience back in 2020, but it was fucking 2020, bro. Some of you guys are grown-ass adults now. Like, are we really still doing this in this day and age? But enough of that. Next, we're moving on to Demon Slayer. It's one of those shows where you can just predict what's gonna happen. Most of the characters came off as shallow and skin deep. For me, they were all really plain and never act outside of their archetype. And don't get me wrong, I love a traditional storyline, but I feel like it was just super unnecessary. They had all the right assets to make it amazing, but I couldn't help but feel like the plot was extremely safe. So I'm kind of like so-so with it. It was just hard to enjoy it when I know they could have done way better. Agree with me? Don't. I don't care. Moving on. The comedy anime. I swear to God, some of you guys are gaslighting yourself into believing that some anime is funny. You cannot convince me that you were LOLing on the floor while watching Sekai. That shit never happened and you know it. It's really just a matter of culture. The closest I can come to describing Japanese humor is pretty much millennial humor. I feel like most of you know what I'm talking about. Funny faces make Japanese people laugh. I don't know why. Same with butt jokes, bro. They love they love them some butt jokes, I can tell you that. Why was everyone saying that Dan How do you say it? Dan Duty. What's that one thing on Netflix? Dan Duty Dookie? Oh shit, wait, let me look. Yeah, fuck no, I'm not saying that out loud. But anyway, that one Netflix anime everyone was saying was hilarious, so I actually did not find it funny at all. The only thing that could come close to humor in that show was pretty much the pee-pee jokes they made throughout, but even that wasn't funny, because the joke about this guy losing his balls became the entire plot to the show. I honestly don't know if it was the entire plot, because you guessed it, I stopped watching it. The internet tried to gaslight me to thinking it was funny, and sure, it was silly for a little bit, and the show wasn't bad, it was actually pretty entertaining, you know, for the few episodes that I watched it, but I just wouldn't categorize it as funny. Well, I'm topping it. I'll review more later, but for now, I think that's it. My throat hurts really bad. God willing, the next time I'll see you guys is 2 weeks max. That's the goal. But you guys know me by now. Holy voice crack. Yeah, okay, we're done here.
Bye.